Good evening. Welcome to yoga. My name is Danielle. I want to thank you for joining me for this live stream Comeback Yoga class. Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit organization that meets veterans where they're at, and that means providing classes for them at home. This is a level 2 class, and if you've ever taken a class with me before, you'll know that the intensity is about the same. As a level 2, there might just be less instruction. So level 2, intensity the same as level 1, just less instruction. I always cue 2 yoga blocks and a yoga strap, just to make the poses more accessible. I will cue the props, you will see me using the props, but you don't have to use them. They're just there in case. And you don't have to worry if you don't have yoga blocks and a yoga strap. You can use what's available to you in your own home. You can use throw pillows or bed pillows. If we're using the blocks to pad the joints, you don't really need a specific yoga strap. You can use a necktie, a belt, even a towel would work. This might feel pretty similar to other yoga classes you've taken before, except for the fact that comeback yoga classes are taught from a trauma-informed perspective. So again, the difference lies in the instruction and also in little tools that we use. For instance, before we even get started, get oriented to your space. Notice what's around your space. Notice where the exits are to your space. If there's something you can do to make yourself even 10% more comfortable, do that now. That might mean switching the direction of your yoga mat so that you're facing the exits. Or maybe having your phone handy, just placing it face down so it doesn't distract you as we begin to practice. Now that we're all nice and oriented to the space, we'll get going, and we're going to start in a child's pose. So come to hands and knees. Bring your big toes together. Send your hips toward your heels. Your forehead can rest down to your mat, to one of your props. Or you can do what I like to do. Make a little pillow out of your forearms and rest your forehead there. Consider this your home base. And what that means is that this pose is available to you the whole time that we're practicing. So if you become fatigued or lose your breath, if I call out a pose and it's not working in your body this afternoon, just know that you can always return to child's pose as an alternative to reground and to reconnect. Begin to notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice how you're breathing this evening. And start to slow your breath down if it's coming in a bit short or ragged. And then begin to deepen your breath. Take a slow and a steady inhale through your nose, fill your lungs with air, and then open up your mouth, sigh all of your air out. Do another like that. Inhale, fill up to the top. Exhale, sigh out. Seal your lips and begin to inhale through your nose and out of your nose. This will cultivate the ujjayi breath, the type of breath we use to trap heat in the body and get our muscles warm for the poses we're about to do. Work on finding a rhythm to your breath that you can maintain for the rest of the class. Keep your slow and steady inhales and follow them by even slower and steadier exhales. Soften your muscles, the hinge of your jaw, and scan your body from head to toe. And take note of any areas that feel tight, tense, or sore. And begin to move your breath there. What can you soften? What can you let go? And take one more deep breath and fill out. Stay for the exhale, let it go. Look up at your hands and walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Bring your forehead back down. And think about pinning your left hip to your left heel as you continue to walk your fingertips to the right. Find some length on your left side rib cage and left side waist. Take an inhale. On your exhale, come through center. Walk your hands over to the left, forehead down. Pin your right hip towards your right heel. Continue to walk your fingertips to the left. Find some length on your right side body. And take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands through center. Press up to hands and knees. And we're going to set it for tabletop, a nice neutral spine. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And on your next inhale, it's cow pose. Belly lowers and gaze goes forward. On your exhale, it's cat around your spine. Take your gaze down. Good, do another like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine for cat. And then to start to take these movements on your own breath. You can even stay a bit longer in one of the poses, especially if it gives your spine a nice stretch. You can stay with these cat-cow breaths or take other movements to open up. Sometimes it feels nice to circle your hips or look over your shoulders. But there's no right or wrong, so just go where you want to go. And if you find a tight spot, stay there for a few breaths. Work it out. Good. Slowly come back to tabletop and reach your right leg long. And keep the toes curled. Shift back and forth a few times. And then cross your leg over to the left. Bring your gaze past your left shoulder. Send some length and breath to your right rib cage and right side waist. One more inhale. And then exhale, come back to center. Right knee comes down. Left leg long, toes stay curled. Shift back and forth. And then cross it over to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Bring your gaze to your big toe. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale your leg through center, your left knee down, and then curl all 10 toes and go ahead and sit down onto your heels. And you want to make sure that all 10 toes are curled. Sometimes I have to help my pinky toes. But if this becomes too intense, you can always bring your hands down to the mat. Otherwise, rest your hands on the tops of your legs. Take your gaze forward and just sit with the sensation as it builds, because it's going to start to build. Know that you won't stay here forever. Eventually, you will come out of this pose. So as the sensation builds right now, can you sit with it? Can you stay with the breath? Good. One more inhale. Exhale. You'll come back to tabletop and tap the top of your feet out. Good. Curl your toes, find downward facing dog. You'll send your hips high, press your thighs back. And it might feel nice to ease into this first one with a little movement. Go ahead, walk your dog, sway your hips. And just really try to relax your neck. Nod your head yes a few times, shake it no. Allow the crown of your head to be heavy. Now start to walk your hands back towards your feet so that you're at the back of the mat. You can take a soft micro bend to your knees or a more generous bend to your knees. Hands come down to the floor. Hands can reach up and grab for opposite elbows. Whatever choice you make, just make sure that the crown of your head's weighted down so there's length in the back of your neck. You can do this pose in stillness. You can sway side to side. Really up to you. And slowly come back to center. Release your hands down to the floor. Roll up to standing slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Neck and head are the last to come up. And then once you're all the way up, we're going to meet at the top of the mat in our mountain pose. We'll start to link our breath with movement. On your next inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, extended mountain. On your exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, tabletop flat back, and then exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. So we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, draw a circle with your hands. Exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale your hands to your shins, shine the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold over your legs and release. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Good, 1 more round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, draw a straight line down to your heart. So we'll add on from there. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, soft bend to your knees as you fold. Inhale, hands come to shins. And then exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back to your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high and back. On your exhale, bring your knee into your chest, look forward. Bring your right foot to your right thumb for a lunge, and then back knee lowers, back foot's flat. Carefully walk your hands up. Take the base of your palms, press down into the top of your leg. Now we're going to add a little pulse here. So on your inhale, it's cow pose. Shift your chest forward, take your gaze up. Your throat is open. On your exhale, it's cat. Round your spine, take your gaze down. Good, do that again. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, cat. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, low lunge. And then exhale, sweep down, reframe your front foot. Lift your right leg up, left leg up off the mat for a lunge, and then shoot your right leg to plank. We're going to hold the first plank, and know you can always lower down to your knees. Press the heels away from you as you reach the crown of your head forward. On your next inhale, shift slightly forward on your toes. On your exhale, lower down, knees lifted or lowered. Inhale to a low cobra. Lift up your chest, roll your shoulder heads back. And then exhale, come down. Press up through hands and knees for this first one. Find your downward facing dog. And then inhale and reach the left leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward, left foot to left thumb lunge. Back knee lowers, back foot's flat. Walk your hands up, take the base of your palms, press down into the top of your leg. Let's add that pulse. Inhale, cow pose, shift your chest forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, round your spine and tuck your chin for cat. Good, do it again. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine for cat. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, sweep down, reframe your foot. Good, lift your right leg to lunge, shoot your left leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra pose. Like a wave, lift your chest. Loop your shoulders at the top. Exhale, come down. Find downward facing dog through plank or tabletop. You choose. On your next inhale, come up high on your toes. Shift to plank and pause. On your exhale, come all the way down to the floor again. Tops of the feet are flat. Now walk your hands off the side of your mat. Tense your fingertips down like you have cupcakes underneath your hands that you don't want to smush. And on your inhale, lift your chest up for super cobra. On your exhale, dip your right shoulder forward, gaze to the left. Inhale through center, super cobra. Exhale, dip your left shoulder forward, gaze to the right. Inhale through center, super cobra. And exhale, release down to the floor. Hands by your rib cage and find downward facing dog any way that you would like. Take an inhale here as we hold. Stay for the exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up behind your toes, shift to plank pause. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, yogi's choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Nice deep breath in as we hold. Stay for the exhale, let it go. Come on down to hands and knees. And we're going to do child's pose, but we're going to take a different variation with the arms. So the palms are going to come together, and then you're going to press your elbows into the mat as you bring your hands to the back of your neck. You can deepen this by walking your elbows away from you to deepen the stretch to your triceps. And remember to come back to that slow, steady rhythm of breath we started our class with. If there's any lingering muscle tension, send your breath there. What can you soften? What can you let go of? Good, one more inhale, fill up. Stay for the exhale, let it go. Good, plant your hands, press up through hands and knees by downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high and back. On your exhale, bring your knee into your chest, look forward. Bring your right foot to your right thumb for a lunge. Your back heel drops down, and we're setting up for warrior one. So go ahead and come on up, and then when you get all the way up, adjust your stance. Wiggle your right foot closer to the right edge of your mat. Seal the pinky edge of your back foot down, and square your shoulders forward. Good. On your inhale, bring your hands to your heart. On your exhale, we're going to take the left knee and bring it forward like so. On your inhale, maybe you interlace your fingers around or underneath the hamstring for this first one and press the left heel forward. And then exhale, inhale, hands to heart. Step it back, warrior one. Good, so we'll do that again a little faster. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, knee to chest, pause. Inhale, extend. Maybe hands go to hips, maybe fingertips reach up. And then exhale, hands to heart, knee to chest. Good, step it back, warrior one. And then we're gonna do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands to heart, knee to chest. Exhale, step it back, warrior one. Then take an inhale here as we settle. And then on your exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. All 10 toes pointing to the left side of the mat. Inhale, round your spine. Exhale, bend into your back knee, Skandasana. Get low. Inhale through center. Exhale to your front knee, pause. Now walk your hands to the top of the mat. Pivot your feet. You're in your lunge. Right leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale and reach left leg high and back. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward. Left foot to left thumb lunge. The heel of your back foot drops, and then you're gonna come on up to a warrior one. Good, adjust your stance when you get up. Wiggle the left foot closer to the edge of the mat. And as you press your right hip forward, send your left hip back. Good, inhale, hand to heart. Exhale, knee to chest, pause. Maybe for this first one, you interlace your fingers behind your hamstring, and on your inhale, straighten your right leg any amount. Exhale, hands to heart, knee to chest. Step it all the way back, warrior one. Good, we'll do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hand to heart, knee to chest. Exhale, step it back, warrior one. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. heart, knee to chest. Exhale, step it back, warrior one. Good, pause here. Take an inhale as you settle. Exhale, both hands to the inside of your left foot. And then you're gonna walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Inhale, round your spine. Exhale, bend into your back knee, Skandasana, get low. Inhale through center. Exhale to your front knee, pause. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, pivot your feet, you're in your lunge. Right leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog any way you'd like, through plank or tabletop. Take a nice deep breath here as we hold. Stay for the exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, take tiny little steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. And then exhale your hands to your heart. All right, I'll give you a side view for this one. Legs together, feet together. Palms reach up overhead, and then you're gonna interlace your fingers and flip your palms up. Inhale, press down into your feet. Palms of your hands reach towards the ceiling. Exhale, lengthen over to the left. Breathe into your right side body. Inhale through center. Exhale, lengthen to the right. Breathe into your left side body. Inhale through center and exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Bring to the hips. Feet are hip width distance apart. You're going to interlace your fingers with the small of your lap, or you can use your prop here. If you use the prop, you'll take a grip on it with your thumbs out, starting with your hand shoulder width apart. On your next inhale, pull down on your knuckles, your chest shifts forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. As soon as your head drops, begin to lift your knuckles up off your low back. And you can start to widen your grip to come a bit deeper. Good, soft micro bend to your knees, tailbones high, crown of the head weighted down, no tension in your neck. Take one more inhale. And then on your exhale, release your prop or your fingertips to the mat. Inhale your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold over your legs, release. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale and reach, right leg high and back. Exhale, bend knee and stack hips. So it might feel nice to circle your ankle, circle your knee. If you prefer stillness, let the right heel get heavy to the left side of the mat. You'll feel your top hip fan open. And then re-square hips, bring knee into chest, look forward. Right foot between your thumbs, the back heel drops. Your next inhale is a warrior two, and your left arm guides you up. On your exhale, adjust your stance. First, see if you can widen your stance and bring your front thigh more parallel to the mat. Then let your tailbone get heavy. Reach your fingers so far away from you, it feels like your arms could grow another inch. Keep the length in the arms, relax the shoulders down your back. Good, look forward, inhale, flip your right palm in reverse. Right arm up and over your ear. Exhale, elbow down the thigh, top arm swings up and over your ear, extended side angle. And we'll go through that a few more times. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good, now we'll hang out in our extended side angle. Use your elbow as a lever to rotate your chest open. Press down firmly into your back heel and reach your pinky fingers forward. Good, you can keep the elbow up for support. You can drop down to deepen. You can even bring a block underneath that bottom hand or a prop. And if you drop down, press your bicep into your thigh and your thigh back into your bicep. Engage the muscles of your legs. One more deep breath. And then exhale, come on back, warrior two. Hands to hips, straighten your front leg. All 10 toes are going to point to the left side of the mat. Tee out your arms. Inhale, press down into your feet. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Good. Now shift all of your weight to the ball mounds of your feet. This is going to send your tailbone high. Crown of the head's weighted down. And as the sensation starts to build, direct your breath there. What can you soften? What can you let go of? Inhale, tent your fingertips, lift up halfway. And on your exhale, you'll walk your hands to the top of the mat and pivot your feet. Right leg goes to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale and breathe, left leg high and back. Exhale, bend knees, stack hips. If you want movement, take it. If you prefer stillness, find it. Re-square hips, bring knee and chest, look forward. Left foot between your thumbs, back heel drops. Your next inhale is a warrior two. Your right arm guides you up. I'm gonna turn so you can see me. You stay where you are. Exhale, adjust your stance. Good, front thigh more parallel to the mat. Tailbone heavy. Fingers reach away. Shoulders move down your back. Look forward, inhale and reverse. Left arm up and over your ear. Exhale, elbow down. Top arm up and over your ear. Good, let's keep going. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to extended side angle. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good, let's stay here for a bit. Use the elbow as a lever, rotate your chest open. Press down firmly into your back heel. Pinky finger's gonna reach up and over your ear. And then elbow can stay up or bottom hand can drop down for more sensation. Good, if you drop down, bicep into thigh, thigh back into bicep. One more inhale. Exhale, come back, warrior two. Hands to hips, straighten your front leg. All 10 toes point forward. Now, we're gonna interlace our fingers at the small of the back for this one. Remember that you can always use your prop. On your inhale, pull down on your knuckles, chest lifts. Exhale, soften to your knees as you fold. Good. As you fold, shift all of your weight to the ball mounds of your feet and begin to lift your knuckles up off your low back. Crown of the head weighted down and heavy. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your prop down to the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Pivot your feet. You're in your lunge. Left leg to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly and pause. Rest your cheek down to the mat and your hands where they're comfortable. Start to tap into the rise and the fall of your breath underneath you. And know that right now, your only job is to breathe. Bring your forehead or your chin to center. And then you're gonna flip your palms down so they're pressed down into the mat by your hips. On your next inhale, lift your forehead, chin, and chest. On your exhale, lift your hands and your feet. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. Toes and fingers reach back. Gaze is forward and slightly down. There's length in the back of your neck. And then exhale, come down. Opposite cheek to the mat. Rest your hands where they're comfortable. Breathe. forehead or chin to center. Interlace your fingers at the small of your back or use your prop. Inhale, lift your forehead, chin, and chest. Exhale, lift your feet, begin to lift the knuckles up off your low back. And exhale, release. Opposite cheek to the mat, hands rest by your side. Breathe. Forehead or chin to center, feet wide to the edge of your mat, arms out to the side like a T. On your inhale, lift your forehead, chin, and chest. On your exhale, lift your hands and your feet. Toes reach back, finger reaches away, chest lifts. Exhale, everything comes down. Make a little pillow out of your forearms, rest your forehead down on your pillow. And then bend your knees and move your feet back and forth. Give your low back a little release. And then feet come down to the mat. Hands slide by your side. Press up through hands and knees. Go ahead and take a seat. Give your legs a little shake. And then you're going to walk your left foot slightly off the mat and bend your right knee. Bring the right sole of the foot to the inside of your left leg. Take your prop, loop it around the ball mount of your left foot, and then give yourself a little slack on your prop and get some length in your spine. So sitting bones down, crown of the head up. Take an inhale here, keep that length. Then exhale, start to fold. To deepen the stretch, you can walk your fingers up your prop. If you don't need the prop, go ahead and grab your foot or place your hands by your shins or your ankle. Let your spine round here and notice where you're holding your stress. Is it the back of your neck? Is it the space between your shoulder blades? Is it your low back or hips? Wherever that tension is, send your breath there. What can you soften? What can you let go of? Good. One more deep breath. Slowly on the exhale, you'll walk your fingertips back, and if you're using your prop, remove it. We're going to take a counter twist. So walk your fingertips to the right, left hand to right knee, and right shoulder rolls open and back. And then you decide, do you want to take your gaze chin to chest or gaze past your right shoulder? Always be mindful of your neck in a twist. One more deep breath. Exhale, come through center. Give your legs a little shake. And then right leg moves off the mat, left knee bends, locate your prop, loop it around the ball of your right foot, give yourself a little slack on the prop as you find some length in your spine. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Start to walk your hands up the prop to deepen, or if you're not using the prop, simply deepen by walking your fingertips forward or catching your foot. And remember to stay with your breath. So if you lost the rhythm to your breath, come back to it. Slow, steady inhales, fill up. Full, complete exhales. Let it go. And take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk it back. And let's take that counter twist to the left this time. Right hand to left knee, left shoulder rolls open and back. Gaze where your neck feels best. One more inhale. Exhale, come through center. Give your legs a little shake. And then side view, we're gonna take one more forward fold. We're gonna do straddle, feet wide. Take your hands behind your hips, lift up. When you come down, you might be able to lengthen a bit more. And then this is where a prop might come in handy. So at first, just tense your fingertips on either side of your hips. Flex all 10 toes towards your knees so that your legs are engaged. You're getting a nice stretch to the arches of your feet. And this might be where you stay. This could be your work, just sitting upright and getting that stretch to your legs. To deepen, you'll hinge at the hips and fold. And maybe you bring your forearms to a prop. Maybe you bring them all the way down to the floor. I know that if I want to keep the integrity of this pose, I have to use a prop underneath my forearms. So that's what I'm going to do. Gaze is down. Breath is slow and steady. When the sensation starts to build, direct your breath there. One more inhale. On your exhale, you'll walk your fingertips back and lift up. Give your legs a little shake. If you had tension in your low back or your hips, you could also windshield wiper your knees back and forth. That's a good release for that body part. Good. And then we're going to come down to the back. The blocks are going to come with you. And we're actually going to use them in a supported back bend first before we lie all the way down onto the back. So one block is going to go on the medium height, almost to the top of the mat. Your second block is going to be the highest height. You'll turn away from it and reach around and feel for that bony tip to your shoulder blade. That's going to hit the top of this block. And then from there, the tall block is going to support the crown of your head, or the back of your head, I should say. You'll notice that the shoulders are free, the neck is free, and your arms are going to come out to the side. Now you can keep your knees bent, you can straighten your legs. The focus is more upper body here, so whatever you want to do with your low body is completely up to you. And as you get yourself settled into the pose, let the props support your body so that you can soften and release obvious areas of physical tension. All right, take one more inhale. Stay for the exhale, let it go. To come out of this, bend your knees, bring your feet flat if they're not already. One hand comes down, the other hand's going to come behind your neck. You're just going to slowly curl up. Good. Blocks will go to almost the middle of your mat, kind of where your knees fall when you come to lie down. And then when you get all the way down, take a good morning stretch. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your toes. Circle out your wrists and your ankles. And then bend your knees, bring your feet flat. And you're gonna bring soles of the feet together, knees fall open wide. Blocks are there to support your knees if your hips are back, feel tight. If you don't need them, scoot them off to the side. And then rest your hands where they're comfortable. I personally like to bring my hands to my belly, below my belly button for this one, so I can stay connected to the rhythm of my breath. You might notice when you inhale, your belly rises underneath your hands. And when you exhale, your belly lowers and moves away from your hands. And you can keep your hands where they are or reach them up and overhead to stretch your side body. And your arms will grab for opposite elbows. And if you did bring your arms up and overhead, instead of breathing deep in your belly, consider sending your breath to your rib cage. Make those intercostal muscles work for you. Those are the muscles that wrap around your rib cage. And when they become stronger, you breathe more efficiently. And now take your hands to the outside of your knees. Gently close your knees together. The knees will stay bent. The feet will go wide to the edge of the mat. And then knock your knees together. Constructive rest. What we're doing, we're just moving our hips in the opposite direction. At first, just feel your feet press down into the floor as your legs and knees move in towards each other. If you want to stay connected to the rhythm of your breath, hands to your belly, below your belly button. And then begin to move the knees back and forth, right and left a few times. The next time your knees are on the left-hand side, let them drop all the way down. And it might feel nice to bring your arms out to the side like a T. From here, gaze starts up at the ceiling, but if it's okay on your neck, gaze can go away from your knees towards your right thumb. And take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your knees through center. Let them drop to the right. Gaze where your neck feels rest. Take a nice deep inhale here. On your exhale, bring your knees through center and then hug your knees into your chest. It might feel nice to sway side to side or draw circles on the ceiling with your feet. Take a little movement. Give your low back a release. Go ahead and release your knees. Let your legs go long. We'll set up for our rest posture. Take a moment to shift your hair, your body, your clothes. Get as comfortable as you can in this position. Let go of any control on your breath. Just return to your natural, spontaneous breath. And feel how the mat and the floor support you. The back of your head, the base of your skull, gently supported by the mat and the floor. Feel your shoulder blades spread and widen beneath you. Feel the weight of your glute muscles. Feel the weight of your heels pressed down into the mat. What can you soften? What can you let go of? If you have more time to devote to this pose, I recommend another 5 to 10 minutes here. But if you're ready to be guided out, wiggle your fingers and your toes, sway your head from side to side, and bring your knees in towards your chest. Roll all the way over to your right or your left side and pause. And then use the strength of your top arm to press up to a seat. As you come up to seated, bring the palms of your hands together. Press your thumbs into your sternum and feel your heart beat underneath your thumbs. I want to thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I hope to see you again next week. Take care.